What's up, movie fans? Best movies, great movies, all movies we talk on this channel. Mostly ones that you guys like, that I like, and everybody that watches this channel likes. Alright, time for another movie review. Dun, 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 dun. Little Mermaid, live-action remake directed by Rob Marshall. Let's talk about it. Well, what I have to say about the Little Mermaid live-action is it was good. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually pretty decent. I enjoyed it. There was some things. I mean, there were some new songs written, like the Prince had a song this time. And there was a lot of difference. I'm curious how, like, when they filmed this, I'm curious how they got her. The actor who plays Ariel, Halle Bailey. I'm curious how she. I'm sure it was really hard for her to keep her voice like quiet while she was filming those parts where Ariel doesn't talk. Because she still has a voice, even though as an actor doing it in live action, I'm assuming it'll be much harder than when you're just having a voice actor playing animation, and then you're using no voice for the character. I'm curious in live action, like, that must have been really challenging for her when Ursula took her who was played by Melissa McCarthy, who took her voice away. Basically, she still can laugh and stuff because she's a human, so apparently in real life. So apparently it might have been really hard to keep her voice, like, really quiet. I'm sure it was hard for her for that. I mean, it's interesting. The Little Mermaid live action, a lot of difference that could happen in than what animation can do, I mean, it's much easier now these days with the technology and everything we have. I mean, she still had her voice, even though part of the movie, she might have been there might have been, like, background music of her voice singing while she couldn't talk when she was filming the parts with the Prince where she lost her voice and stuff. But it's interesting. This is a really interesting scenario now that seeing Little Mermaid in live action. I mean, it's interesting. It's great. I thought the movie was decent. I mean, I mean. The only thing that really bothered me was the crab who played Sebastian. Just the crab did not look good. No, I'm sorry. In my opinion, I didn't like the way and same thing with Flounder. I didn't like the way they kind of didn't how the way they created Flounder and stuff. I mean, I just don't. That's all I didn't like about the film mostly. Otherwise, no offense, great movie. I think Disney did a pretty good job with the live-action Little Mermaid. I don't know how other people feel. I'm just saying this is actually my opinion. I just watched it tonight. I think it's decent. Melissa McCarthy was excellent as Ursula. She's not really a singer, so it was hard when she sang Poor Unfortunate Souls. It was hard for me to keep up because she would pause because she's not really a singer. She's an actress. So apparently Melissa McCarthy that was my question going into live-action Little Mermaid, whether or not Melissa McCarthy could sing or not. And she did sing. She was good at singing Poor Unfortunate Souls. It just didn't. I wasn't sure, like, what it was like for her, because she's not really a singer. So it was something new to her and new for her role. But she did very hard, and she was pushing Rob Marshall for her to be Ursula. She was pushing to be Ursula. She was practicing very, very hard for this role, for the role as Ursula, and she got it. And lucky enough, she got the job, and she did it great. All that practice that she did to try to practice to be the role of Ursula, and she got the role. And look at that. She did pretty good. She did pretty decent as Ursula. Actually, pretty good. No, I mean, I like her. I liked her as Ursula. I think she was a great Ursula. I mean, sadly that the original Ursula actor did not get to see the live-action Little Mermaid because she died last year, the year before the Little Mermaid got released. I wonder if she saw any clips before she died at Disney, at the Disney studio. If they showed her like the original cast from the original movie, animated movie, for like footage of what it would look like, and had their approval how Ursula did and everything. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm just saying. It'd be nice. Maybe they did, but it's interesting. Everything, we got so much to talk about The Little Mermaid on here. So, besides that, I'm DJ Jack. This is my review. Just review. Not really, spoiling anything or anything. Trying not to, but, hit that subscribe button. You love this content. And we'll talk more about, do another review, like a spoiler review about The Little Mermaid, at another time. Alright? Besides that, I'll talk to you soon.